Hello and welcome to today's Vanarama National League South game between Dartford and Hungerford Town. As you can see, as always, I'm joined by Samuel Cubby. Sam, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It's getting a bit repetitive, me being here. Might need to change the scene, but yeah, no, I'm doing well.
Me or you, though?
Oh, I could do with the day off, to be honest with you. So you can carry on if you want.
I mean, yeah, let's start the pre-match show then. Obviously, we come into today's game top of the league at the moment, and off the back of 3 points on Tuesday night against Billericay Town, it was quite a performance from Steve King's men, wasn't it?
That was a brilliant game. You know, we were talking about how we want them to respond, and that was the best response. You know, that was a perfect performance. You know, on another day that could have been 8 or 9 goals with the amount of shots Dartford had. You know, the first half, it was the first half we haven't seen this season from Dartford. They went for it. Usually Dartford have been turning up the most in the second half.
Yeah.
Today it was last game, full 90 minutes was all Dartford constantly controlling, and they're going to want to use that to go into today's game. That's going to be an extremely tough game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we went up to Hungerford Town, didn't we? And it was quite like it was a Tuesday night up at their place, wasn't it? It was a real stellar second half performance from the Darts, and our performance that Jacob Berkeley-Achapong just turned it on, didn't he? And scored two. Well, the second goal was outstanding, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that game was fantastic from Jacob. I mean, Hungerford are a brilliant team. You know, they're challenging for promotion, and they made that game really difficult, especially with that early penalty goal, and bringing that quality off the bench in Jacob, and just completely turning the game on its head. Because without Jacob on the pitch on that day, Dartford may have not won that game. You know, he came on and he made the difference, and that second goal, as you said, was just sublime. It completely flipped the tie on its head and got an important 3 points for Dartford, just keeping Hungerford a bit further away from them.
Yeah, we'll go back to Tuesday night then. Here are the highlights from the 3-0 win over Billericay Town.
Perfect.
Hello and welcome to tonight's Vanarama National League South game between Dartford and Billericay Town. As you can see, the two teams are out and with us. Joined by my guest this evening is Samuel Cubby. Sam, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Nice to go from the pre-match show together straight onto commentary, and it's fantastic to be here and finally get underway after getting the stream all set up and sorted. It's not going to be an easy game tonight for Dartford, with some players to watch out for, with Jake Robinson being the one who is the top goal scorer for Billericay Town with 10 goals in the league so far, currently sitting as the third top goal scorer in the whole league.
Tonight already for the Darts, starting innings opening 42 seconds. If you see many changes in the team tonight, 7 currently unavailable to manager Steve King. Early chance, header in. Josh Hill. Oh, it's fizzed across the goal, Jack Jebb. But it was a header off the line for Josh Hill, who's back in the side tonight. As we were saying, 7 current. Jebb will go to Akinwande. Here goes Femi Akinwande. He will drive at the Billericay defence. Of course, playing against his old side tonight. He's pulled back. Sheringham will deliver back towards the box. And a goal with a header. Parried. Yeah, 100% agree. Jebb now will have that opportunity to deliver. Hill towards Hill. Comes to Connor Ressam, who clips it brilliantly towards the back post. It's headed off the line. Sheringham headed it down. Referee claims for a free kick. Not sure what for. Hopefully we can start turning that into goals.
Yeah, I mean, Steve King's not going to show that he's delighted, but deep down he must be rather happy that Dartford have started on the front foot and got off to the way they are. Here's Nassim El Ghul charging towards goals, and he gets his shot off, and it's a comfortable save from Harry Palmer. Driving forward now, and here's Robinson. Gets his shot off, and Dan Wilkes is there to make one of his first comfortable saves for Dartford. It's going to be Jack Jebb to take another set piece again for Dartford. He tried to aim towards Nassim El Ghul, and he does get there, and El Ghul flicks it across, and it's from range, and it's off the crossbar from Conor Essam. And you did not expect that. And how close was that? It feels that that may have gone in, but referee hasn't given it, and wow. That was close. Didn't see that coming from a mile away, and here's Akinwande, who's shot from outside the area, and it's out for a goal kick. That was a bit of a shot, James.
What a strike. Looked like from where we was, it was in, to be honest with you. He's got one over here. Allen, if he spots Barnum Bob. Barnum Bob fizzes it along, creates space to goal. Akinwande tries to get it under. Going to roll his man, a shoot, parried. Hill gets in front of his man. Ajayi gets.
And they're taking it quickly. Sutherland gets the ball across box, and Robinson just can't quite get his foot on it, and he's so disappointed that he couldn't put it in the back of the net as it was kicked by Luke Allen. But nothing given. Here's Nassim El Ghul.
Great turn.
Dancing around the edge of the area and gets the ball
Chance.
into Akinwande. He tries to get his shot off and can't quite, but Sheringham on the turn. It's saved.
It's another really, really good chance, isn't it, Sam?
I was just seeing there if Jack Jebb could have followed up, but couldn't quite get his foot around it in time, and Dartford have gone quickly, and it's Luke Allen.
Not sure about that one.
Frankie Sutherland again. Goes into the middle this time, and Ajayi clears.
How was that not
Fired
gone in?
off by Carl Reid, and somehow it looks like he might have just lost out there. And here's Akinwande, flicks it on to Luke Allen, who goes forward, and Dartford are through, and referee hasn't given advantage, and they're absolutely furious that they didn't get that.
That's not good officiating, is it? Because Luke Allen nuts his the Billericay player. He's through. He's in on goal, and he's through.
It's Jack Jebb. Looks like it was Josh Hill there who leaps up, but couldn't quite get to it. It's Nassim El Ghul. Tom Bonner on that right foot towards the back post.
Great ball.
It's Conor Essam across.
It's
and
in.
it's in! Charlie Sheringham back with a goal for Dartford. And they are absolutely delighted to get the breakthrough.
It's a fantastic ball from captain Tom Bonner towards that back post. I think it's Conor Essam that's in there. And Charlie Sheringham is in the right place at the right time.
Luke Allen out to Barnum Bob. Dartford flowing with confidence now. There's Luke Allen again. Goes to the back post and range. It's Sheringham who gets the header. It's gone back across the face of goal. It's Barnum Bob out to Akinwande, and it's off the line. Oh, and it's gone off. I think it was
That's going in.
Nassim El Ghul's header there after a shot from Luke Allen.
Allen shoots. I think it's going in. The goal blocks it off the line.
I think it's because I have to video them celebrating. I can't stop videoing and just do the replay.
Essam. Bonner. Pressure from Billericay as they're trying to get hold of the ball now, but it's Nassim El Ghul who plays that ball across the front post to Akinwande. Gets control, gets his shot off, and it's well way wide and over, and he'll be disappointed with that, but another fantastic, really positive from Dartford here. It's down to Akinwande. Getting stood up by Chambers here, and then brought down. Plenty of appeals for a booking. Be interesting to see what the referee does here, James. And they've got number 16 up on the board. Lewis Knight. Free kick's taken, and it's in. And he's doubled his goal tally for Dartford in this game. Off the head from Jack Jebb. Well, from Jack Jebb cross to Charlie Sheringham, who's just headed it in. Dartford running away with the game now. Really good from Charlie Sheringham, James.
Yeah, really good, and obviously my apologies, I said it come off the defender in the goal, but it didn't. It come off it was Charlie that finished it. So yeah,
It
he'll
was
be mightily impressed with that, and I'm sure Steve will be. And he's part of the move again, because Akinwunde's through, and Allen, he scuffs it. Nagul tries to get on the end of it. But yeah, he'd be delighted. He'd be absolutely delighted with the 2 goals, and it puts the Darts in the driving seat.
Charlie Sheringham just loses out to Wilson. And Nassim El Ghoul's chasing that ball. And the keeper's come out, and El Ghoul's gone around it. And it's a penalty to Dartford.
Come on, give it to Sheringham.
Definitely really good anticipation by Nazim Nagul.
And it's Charlie Sheringham's opportunity to get that hat-trick. Can he take it? Charlie Sheringham fires it into the back of the net. It's Dartford 3, Billericay Town 0. Charlie Sheringham gets his hat-trick on his return to Dartford. That's a terrific display, isn't it, James?
Really good play from Nassim Nagul to win the penalty, and it's nothing short of what.
Going to be replacing the hat-trick man himself, Charlie Sheringham, on his return. Terrific performance. Goes long, it's Josh Hill there. Also having a good performance. Back in the starting side for Dartford. David Ajayi to Jack Jebb. And it's slotted through to Chris Dixon, who's got an opportunity. It just runs a bit far for him. It's a good save from Harry Palmer. And Chris Dixon will be disappointed.
Give the chance.
And Jack Jebb to take. And it nearly reaches Chris Dixon, but Harry Palmer just punches it away. And it's David Ajayi from range who's fancied his chances there. But Andrew Humphreys blows for full time as it finishes Dartford 3, Billericay Town 0. A dominant display from Dartford and a great response. James, what's your assessment of the game?
Yeah, like you said, summed it up perfectly there. A dominant display from Steve King's men. Responds after Saturday, keeps up the record of never losing back-to-back while he's been in charge. We had all those chances in the first half, and we sat there and thought, no, not again. But look, and giving him the congratulations he deserves. But well done to Charlie, well done to the team. A great response after Saturday. Back to the top of the table. 3 lovely points under the lights here at Prince's Park tonight.
Yeah, nothing beats football under the lights. It's the only thing you're missing as fans, and it'll be back to normality. But we hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you all.
In the 3-0 win over Billericay Town there, Sam. I mean, what a performance from Charlie Sheringham after his loan spell at Chelmsford.
What a way to come back! Yeah, what a way to come back. You know, I mean, he scored a hatful of goals at Chelmsford. You know, and now in the league because of the hat trick, he's got 9 goals in 9 games. You know, it's fantastic. He'll be delighted, and we haven't seen the team sheet yet, but you'd be surprised if he wasn't starting today. You know, you're talking about players turning up and putting in a big performance when it's needed, and he did that. You know, he was impressive. Yeah, and like Steve said in the interview after us, is that it's sometimes loan spells don't spend the yellow players. They can go there and get some games, get some confidence back, and Charlie come back with full of confidence. And he found himself, he found his form. He's come back and he scored a hat trick, so you can't really argue with that. You know, he's come back just at the right time, really. Bagged 3 goals on his first game back and helped Dartford get back on track.
Yeah, here is that interview with manager Steve King after the 3-0 win on Tuesday night.
On Saturday. That's all from me, Samuel Cudby, and James Hawkins. We'd like to wish you all a good night.
Our manager Steve King after it finishes Dartford 3, Billericay Town 0. Steve, firstly, give us your thoughts on the game.
First of all, apologise for Saturday's performance. That's number one, because it was unacceptable, unrecognisable for a team that I put out there. Obviously we didn't do an interview at the time. We couldn't do that, and when I left and sort of thinking about the game and that, it was unacceptable. Performance like that from the team that's riding high is not good enough. We addressed that, we spoke about that, and I think they come out tonight and was outstanding. You know, this game could have ended up anything, and that's not being any disrespectful to Billericay. We just had missed so many chances, and you know, we could have been 2-0 up inside 2.5 minutes. The chances we missed off the goal line, hit the post, hit the underside of the bar. We've missed chance after chance in the second half, but I thought it was outstanding when you consider we had 7 players missing through injury. You think that, and then you think about players that haven't played in Josh Hill, Luke Allen, David Ajaya. You're asking to have 90 minutes and get through the game, and Femi, who has just come and didn't play loads at Stevenage. So when you put all that in the mix, it was an outstanding performance.
So about the Saturday performance though, I mean, keeps up your record from winning tonight. Never lost back to back under you. It's what good sides do, don't they? Is that when you have a bit of a bad day at the office, you come back and you respond in the right way, and that's what we've done tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely, it definitely that does. But I take defeats hard, and especially like that. I don't mind losing against good, really good sides, and you've been in the game and you've give everything. But I just felt that we were that poor. Our standards dropped from ridiculously. So I couldn't accept that. So tonight we addressed that, and I was a little bit fearful coming into the game with so many of the starting players missing. Undoubtedly 5 of them 7 would start. So that's a big chunk of your side. That's half your team. So it just proves that the squad's good. Playing Bonner at left back and out of position. They kept a clean sheet, and apart from a couple of chances that Billericay had in the start of the second half where it was cleared off the line and things like that, we should have been much more comfortable than what we was.
Yeah, like you just said there, we've had obviously 7 unavailable tonight. You've had to kind of reshuffle the pack, but it just goes to show that the adaptability of this side and the squad depth that we have got to go and run out 3-0 winners.
Yeah, and bringing Charlie back was a major part. His loan was finished, but we didn't renew it. I had a good chat with Charlie, and I just felt that I wanted to bring him back to play. There was no point not bringing him back and not playing him. So we had that conversation, and I said just straight in the side tonight, and look what he's done. And we always try to say to players, it's not the end of the road when you go out on loan. It's not because that's it, you're finished. Sometimes you need to go out and get games, find yourself, find your feet, get 90 minutes under your belt, get your confidence going. And Chelmsford was a good place for him. He went and scored 5 in 5 and missed 2 disallowed as well. So he really come back here full of confidence, and I could see that in his game tonight. The touch, the hold up play, the flicks. It was quality tonight.
Yeah, like you just said there, you explained it very well about Charlie. I mean, it's not a bad way to come back and score a hat-trick, is it?
No, and he was fighting with Naz for the penalty, but Naz won the penalty, so just give it to Charlie. It's a team game. Let Charlie get his hat-trick, why not? For me, and he deserved it. Like I said, everything that went into him, he flicked on, held up, and he probably said he could have had probably another couple of goals as well. As well as Dicko, when he come on, he had another chance, and Femi had 2 or 3 chances. I mean, it was endless. The list was going on and on. So, but listen, you only ever get 3 points for the win, and for me that goes a little bit of the way to putting away what happened Saturday.
Saturday, obviously, this coming Saturday,
yeah.
Another home game.
Yeah,
Hungerford.
Tough game.
Yeah, right back to it.
Tough game. Top 5 side. Good side. Really good side. Manager's gone in there, has done a magnificent job. Come from a lower level and gone in there, and total respect to him. What he's done there. They, Hungerford were always sort of known as a team that would just be popping up the league, but they've done fantastic. Really, really done well, and they're a tough team to play against, and we're going to have to be at this kind of form tonight to beat them. So, we're looking forward to it.
Perfect. Thank you, Steve.
Cheers.
Just heard from manager Steve King there. He would have been delighted after Tuesday night, wouldn't he?
Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely, just thrilled with how they performed, and he's gonna look at that game and go, right, if you can play like that against Billericay, you can play like that every week.
Yeah.
There's no excuse now not to maybe only play your best in the second half or be a slow starter team. If you do that for a full 90 minutes and prove it in the league and win 3-0 convincingly when you should have scored more, you've got to do it every week now. That's the standard that Dartford are setting.
Yeah, a guy that has been important to the Darts this season, has been Jacob Berkeley-Ajapong, and we caught up with him in the week for Getting to Know the Darts, episode 4.
And welcome to episode 4 of Getting to Know Darts. As you can see, I'm joined by Jacob Berkeley-Ajapong. Jacob, firstly, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. All good, right. Firstly, we'll start off with how did you get into the beautiful game?
Well, I'd say it was a case of me just playing football in the back garden at the start. And then when I was around, I'm going to say 7, I went to a course at Crystal Palace, which was in the car park. Now it's now a car park, but it was a course there, and I met someone called Clary, and he kind of basically got me into the game. Me, him, and my dad. I'd say him and my dad definitely, but yeah, it was a case of going to that course and then getting time in Palace then.
When did you realise you could make a career out of it?
I'd say when I was about 12, 13. I'd say 12, 13 definitely. Because that's when I kind of got moved from the school I was in to go to another school to literally focus solely on football. So that's when I felt like, this could be a career out of that.
How has it been at Crystal Palace? I mean, they're obviously well known for their academy and things like that, and produce some great players.
Well, I'd say throughout the time I was there, I was obviously there from I was 9 till 21. So
wow.
Yeah, I was there for a long period of time. So I'd say it was a good experience there, obviously, and I didn't feel like I got the opportunity I needed to get there, so I had to come out of the game and go and see like men's football. But overall, I think it was a good experience for me being there for that many years and getting to know people and friends I'd have for a lifetime already.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen, I'm pretty sure the goal you scored against Brighton was down at the Amex, wasn't it? It was an amazing goal.
Yes.
I mean, best career memory?
Best career memory? Oh man. There's a few, but my career memories aren't on the pitch. They're more off the pitch in the changing room.
Go on.
Like, literally, but it's some of the stuff I can't even say. Let me be honest, I can't say some of the things on camera. I'd say they're mostly the changing room things, like just being around the boys or stuff like that. Go into places, but I can't tell the stories. I can't tell the stories, but you can imagine.
What would be your favourite goal today?
Today. There's a few. Because I'm here, I'm going to go for the Dartford one against Eastbourne. I'll give you the Dartford one against Eastbourne.
Yeah?
Yeah, but then I could say,
To be fair, the Hungerford away one was pretty special.
There's a Hungerford away one. Then there's the one I did score. I scored one against Cardiff years ago. Same kind of goal, Bennett took corner. I don't tend to score goals that I just tap in. That's the thing. So it's kind of hard to choose.
When Jacob scores, you remember it.
That's it. Yeah. Definitely.
Right, we asked you what's the worst initiation song you've ever seen?
Right now it's going to be Jebby.
Yeah.
It's going to be Jebby because we were on the coach and he didn't want to sing. He said he had a sore throat and this and that, and then he comes on the coach the next trip and he sings Wonderwall with the lyrics in front of him. I'm thinking everyone knows that song, but he was basically talking. Yeah. poor.
I've seen 10 seconds of it, and it does sound like a bit of a drowned cat.
Yeah, that is it. That's definitely it.
Weirdest superstition you've ever seen?
I'm going to go for Elliot Romain.
Right.
Just because he has to eat pasta just before kickoff, it seems like. It's so odd. I've never seen anyone eat that early. Like, eat that late. Literally, I'll be in at 11:30, 12 o'clock, and El will be coming in pasta, a big thing of pasta, at 2:30. And I'm like, El, we got a game to play. He's like, yeah, but if I don't eat now, then I feel starving. I'm thinking, but you just ate. It's so odd.
Do you think that's why, when he starts or comes on, do you think that's why he just runs about all over the place?
I think so. I think he just got a burst of energy from the pasta. But it's odd. It's very odd.
Interesting fact that people don't know about you.
About me. Well, I come from a real sporty background. If people didn't know, I actually have 2 parents that were in the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah. So my 2 parents were in the Olympics, and that's kind of my family's. My family is around athletics.
Right.
So yeah, my 2 parents were in the Olympics for Great Britain, long jump and triple jump. Not a few years back, like 1988, 99.
All right, for our older fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What are the names?
My mum's Mary Berkeley, and my dad's Francis Ajapong. That's why I'm Berkeley Ajapong, they're double barreled. So yeah, that's how we got the name. But yeah, those 2 are in the Olympics. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And apart from here, obviously,
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I try to keep a full-time schedule of football because I've always been a full-time footballer, really. So when I'm not here, I'm still focusing on football, even if that's strength stuff, physio, gym stuff, even boxing. I box throughout the week. Tuesdays and Thursday mornings I box, and then I come here to train in the evenings. So yeah, I tend to try and keep a full schedule of things going for my career, really. So yeah.
I just spoke to Jacob there. I couldn't believe after listening to that interview that his parents were involved in the 1988 Olympics for Great Britain as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, fantastic stat as well.
Sports in the family, and he's doing well on pitch. You know, I'm not entirely sure what you think of how his season's gone, James. But you know, throughout the season, he's been one of the key players for Dartford. He's been popping up with the goals and creating plenty of chances for Dartford.
Yeah, I think he's very important to this Dartford side. I think he gives us the ability to hold on to the ball for long periods. The amount of times I've seen him receive it in places that are at risk, and he will keep it safe side almost. That they have to foul him to get it off him, and he will then go and beat 5 or 6 players. And the hunger goal that he scored, and he said to me in the interview that it was that one and the Eastbourne one that were his 2 favourites throughout his career, which, yeah, to be honest, being at Crystal Palace from the age 9 to 21 says a lot about his ability, and I like him a lot. He's a match winner. He's a match winner, and there are plenty of upon this Dartford side as well. So, yeah, that's all from us. As we now pass over to our commentary team for today's Vanarama National League South game between Dartford and Hungerford Town.